of an abuse of power makes me hesitant to accept this course of action. Unless, perhaps you have a guild that you would recommend right away? A trial run."
The Queen's head tilted a bit as she gazed at her most trusted advisor. The general looked at his apprentice with a grin, and Tiona, guild officer of the Wanderers Guild, smiled right back at him. "I may already have a group in mind, Your Majesty." Chapter 1. Joe flinched as a knock boomed against the door to his warehouse. It had been just under a week since his altercation with the Mages' College, and so far no one had anything negative to say about it. Deep down, though, he knew that when someone is raised as a fanatic and another person shatters their worldview, well, history doesn't show that person living a long and happy life. In short, Joe was sure that someone was eventually going to come after him. Until he had a person to face off against, he was constantly expecting an assassin to appear. Hence, he was a little jumpy. "Come in," Joe called out, putting his ink-stained hands under the table. If someone were entering with less than honorable intentions, he wouldn't hesitate to send 30 points of damage their way in the form of a shadow spike to the leg. Can you come out instead? There's something in the air here." The voice that drifted into the room sounded a bit sickly. Ah, yes, his quarantine ritual would make anyone that got too close to the building super nauseated. "I have a delivery from the college, as well as a personal message from—" There was a bit of rustling as the man looked at his delivery notes. "Journeyman Fire Mage Cell." "I'll be right there," Joe called, already working on unlocking the door. He typically wasn't an overly paranoid person. It just so happened that he was diving deep into study and experimentation currently. If he were interrupted while trying a new ritual, an assassin wouldn't even need to fight him. The mana feedback could pop him like a balloon as it rebounded into him. "I'm Joe. What do you have for me?" "2 packages and a letter that I'm supposed to read aloud." The mailman cleared his throat. "This is a quote. It isn't my own words. Understand? Good. Cell says, 'If you want to learn these spells properly, stop faffing around in your creepy room that makes people sick, take a shower, and learn from a mage at the college. Book learning can only take you so far.' Now, with that done, let me say I agree with the shower comment." Joe glared at the mailman and subtly sniffed under his arms. It was possible that a shower would not be a terrible idea. Maybe that was why dinner had cost almost half as much more than usual last night. "I didn't ask for your opinion. Just give me the books." "Here you go. Delivered safe, sound, and on time." The mailman looked at Joe expectantly, but Joe just glared, maintained eye contact, and slowly shut the door. A message appeared in Joe's vision that made him snort. "Relationship change. -10 with courier number 73. You are slightly less likely to gain help or quests from this person." Bah! With his stinky debuff he checked the active effects tab on his character sheet. The 4th rank, even tipping the man a full silver, would have only maintained a neutral alignment to their relationship. Joe had been hiding out and delving deeper into the secrets of his class ever since the fiasco with the mages, and it was possible that he was a little too intent on his work. With no party to pull him along on quests, and an abundance of new material, data, and spell components that everyone had needed a license to purchase before the death of the Archmage, well, it was easy to miss a meal or two. Maybe he was a little less likely to shower or change his underwear. Joe quickly cut off that line of thinking before scratching at his crusty clothing. It might be time to go do other things for a while. On the other hand, he looked at the 2 thin books that he was holding. There were a few ways to learn a spell. The first, and easiest, was to have someone teach it to you. Normally, this is